Hosted hypervisor versus bare metal hypervisor, meaning VMware Workstation 17 versus ESXi 8.0. Comparison of the features, use cases, and performance we are going to look at in this video. VMware Workstation, it is hosted hypervisors, runs on top of your Windows and Linux operating system. It's a bare metal hypervisor installed directly on the hardware, meaning that there is no dependency that you should have the operating system as a prerequisite. No, you can just attach the ISO file, the CD-ROM or pen drive to the ESXi server, the hardware server, and you can boot from it. And we can install the ESXi server, the VMware ESXi server. Of course, it also get installed on the hosted hypervisor. Okay, so where we use this VMware Workstation, it is used by developer, tester, personal labs, small scale VM testing firm. Okay, where we use this ESXi 8.0. Enterprise grade virtualization, data center, production workloads. Installation, installed as an application on Windows Linux, installed directly on the server hardware, no host operating system needed. Hardware requirement, normal PC, just fine. Laptop with Intel VT-X enable, the virtualization enable, minimum 8 GB of RAM. In enterprise grade server hardware, minimum 8 GB and or 16 GB is recommended, meaning the ESXi 8.0 installation needed this capacity, minimum capacity of the hardware to install. Of course, in real-time environment in the data center, you will see the data center, one ESXi host will have up to 762 GB RAM. The dual processor, meaning the two physical processor would be available in the ESXi server. In normal PC, if it is your PC, your laptop or desktop, you just see there that the physical processor one is available, but in the enterprise ESXi server, the hardware server, you will see two physical processor is there. Okay, the performance slightly lower, depends on the host operating system performance. High performance, optimized for data center workloads. You have maximum capacity of building 64 VMs in VMware Workstation. You cannot able to build more than 64 VMs in VMware Workstation. So there is limitation, no limitation at all in VMware ESXi. Very high, hundreds of VMs clustering with vCenter, AD-DNS and vSAN. Networking, use host operating system networking. Okay, full enterprise networking features, virtual switches, VLANs, virtual LANs, distributed switches with vCenter management tool. Management managed by workstation, a graphical user interface managed by vSphere client and vCenter, both same. Snapshot, yes, supported with advanced options linked to data center policy. License, paid license but cheaper, 150 to 250 lifetime. Of course, license per CPU socket, meaning that the single, if your hardware have the single processor, the license will cost like that. Okay, so we will talk more on that, how the license cost is working within the ESXi server. HA not available in ESXi. Of course, if we are using just a ESXi, HA is not available. You need to have vCenter to install, and you need to add those ESXi into the vCenter in cluster setup, right, to have this HA enabled, HADRS. Okay, target audience, IT student, developers, tester, individual users in ESXi enterprise data center production environment. Okay, thank you very much. Let's see you next video.